Kris, go away. Riz up kids another day. Jimmy says it's not okay. Kris, go away.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Crow, part-time YouTuber, and we have a response from Jimmy of MrBeast. Now, I'll read out his response. You see it on the screen if you want to read it for yourself as well. Pause the video. But I don't know how to feel about it because I've said through the past week that I feel like Jimmy was fully aware of Kris Tyson's predilections, right? And I think the evidence of that is the fact that there was artwork of Shadman hanging on Kris Tyson's wall. I mean, there's no way you didn't see that. I mean, you had it featured in one of your videos. So I'm not saying it's a terrible response because, for one thing, he clarifies that he's cut all ties with Kris Tyson. He's the one who cut the ties based on the allegations. It was not a mutual decision. So I'm glad for that clarification, but let's read the full statement. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online. Real quick, I don't respect the name change here, and that's only because Kris transitions and they go by Kris, and then like a couple months later they go, oh well, now it's Ava. I don't give a shit. You selected Kris as your name. I'm gonna go with that one because it's the easiest one to remember. I don't know why that's a weird tangent for me. And I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings. Now, the part about him hiring a third-party investigator, someone had left a comment on one of my videos saying that they think that that's the best way for Jimmy to handle it. And from a business aspect, I agree. I still think he should bust out a ukulele and sing an apology song.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face.
But I also understand I am in the minority on that opinion, so don't take it too seriously. It's just, you know, we had yesterday, actually let me pull it up for you guys. So we broke the story yesterday, well, basically last night, talking about another accuser coming forward, someone who is a friend of Lava GS, and is saying that they were groomed and abused by Kris Tyson. This individual in their story has stated that Kris Tyson was getting them to sign up for the MrBeast gaming thing. That way they'd be under contract and under an NDA. Lava signed it and tried to push it onto Nathan. Nathan said no and didn't sign. That's why Nathan says he can come forward, and he's claiming that Lava can't because Lava's under an NDA. And also he's saying that Lava has probably been paid off by Kris Tyson, which I'm willing to believe. But at the same time, it really implicates MrBeast in all of this because essentially what's being accused is Kris Tyson was using MrBeast to sign up his victims under contract so he could lock them into NDAs. Now, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, I'd like to see more from the Nathan individual, but I mean, he has proven that, you know, Kris was thanking him for helping him out with the streams and everything, and the Discord the same exact way Lava was doing. So I think that MrBeast, you know, this third-party investigation, it's only going to go one of two ways. Either we're going to find out that the rabbit hole goes a lot deeper, or it's going to be, nothing, Kris, this had nothing to do with MrBeast. MrBeast is channel and crew, they had no idea about any of this stuff, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Thank you so much, I held myself accountable. I don't think that that's true if it does happen, by the way, but there's only two ways this goes. Either it gets covered up or it gets brought out into the light. I do not think that Jimmy and the rest of them had no idea about Kris Tyson. And I think that he's directly implicated in the abuse if they really were signing up Kris Tyson's victims under NDAs. Now, a couple of things to just laugh at really quick. Somebody found the old tweet. This is back when the Sunny V2 video came out. And again, Sunny V2's video, I have seen people talking about how, oh, Sunny V2 has been proven correct. Not really. Like, Sunny V2 never made a video that was critical of Kris Tyson, okay? And I know that, like, the trans allies got all upset and butt mad, but at the end of the day, what he actually did was just a video talking about how this could negatively or positively impact MrBeast's channel because he's got a channel for kids. This person is just transitioned, and it's not something that everybody is okay with. So it could potentially be a bad thing for his channel, and it could also be a good thing because obviously now you have a trans person, you're an ally, yada 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 yada. That was Sunny V2's video. But when it came out, it became all about transphobia and how you're attacking Kris and all this other garbage. And MrBeast have responded to it, going like, yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare. He's my fucking friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. Now, to be clear, he misgendered and dead-named Kris Tyson in his initial tweet. So I caught that and I was like, this is funny. And the person went, he's not a nightmare yet, which turned out to be true, which did turn out to be true. Now, the other thing, more people are picking up on the Rolling Stone article that was written, and they're highlighting, Dr. Disrespect knowingly sent explicit messages to a minor, former Twitch employee says. Kris Tyson literally did that exact same thing. Rolling Stone decides to write an article, Ava Kris Tyson steps away from all things MrBeast amid transphobic attacks. The person who wrote this article, Chris Matarang, like I showed their photo on stream yesterday. I think you name and shame these people. Because listen, if you want to write an article about how a pedophile was just outed and you want to make it about transphobia, but by all fucking means. But at that point, all I can say is probably something that you support, right? It's probably something that you're totally okay with. Anyways, guys, that is the big story today. Jimmy has officially responded. He's put out a statement. There will be a third-party investigation run into the MrBeast channel and crew and everything. I mean, we've seen the statements from the former employees. We've seen the statements from the former crew members who are all saying that Jimmy knew and that everybody there knew that Kris Tyson was a massive liability. So if this third-party investigation literally turns up nothing, then at that point, there's a massive cover-up conspiracy going on. But I hope that they are transparent, and I hope that there is actual accountability here.